Hello folks, welcome to tooltek.md. In this video today I'm going to show you real quick how to plug a tire that's got a hole in it. This repair can be applied to a tire providing that the hole or the puncture is in the tread and not in the sidewall. While you may be able to plug a hole in the sidewall, I would not recommend it. It's not very safe. So the first thing we're going to do, this tire has been fully deflated. So we're going to pump it up to a bit more than its standard pressure so we can determine where the leak is. That's the first step. So we're going to use my Ryobi compressor to inflate it. So we're going to go ahead and pump this up. Inflate your tire to about 10 to 15 psi above its standard pressure. This will help you determine where the leak is when you continue with the next step. I can hear a leak right now. I'm going to stop right here. I'm at 20 psi right now. Here's what we're going to use to fix this today. So we're going to spray some soapy water on the tire to determine where the leak is. And then we have this $10 tire plug kit. You can get them anywhere. Walmart, Advance Auto, AutoZone, Tractor Supply, and Ace Hardware, anywhere. So all you're going to do, spray your valve stem, make sure it's not coming from there. Let me turn on the spray bottle, that would probably help. So spray it on the valve stem. See, it's not leaking there, so we know that's good. So the next step here, you're going to go around the tire, spray some soapy water on it, spray it down with water. Once you find the hole, you're going to see it start to bubble. Look at this. See that right there? See those bubbles? We found our hole. That's how you know where your leak is. You put your finger over it. We found the leak. One more time. Very simple, guys. Okay? That's the hole right there. Once you have located the leak, the next step is to make sure that you remove the foreign object that caused it. You can do so by using a pair of needle nose pliers. In my case, the object that caused the leak had already been dislodged prior to me finding the puncture. If this is true for you, be sure that no pieces of the object remain in the puncture hole before proceeding. Right here is our hole. Pretty good size one too. This is actually a bit of a big puncture for a plug. I don't know that it's actually going to go. I might have to do two, and I don't think I'd advise doing that either. Plugs work great for like nail holes, really just small punctures. Anything beyond that, you're probably looking at a replacement tire. For the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and try to plug this up. We'll see how it turns out, but I'll show you what the next step in the process is. Alrighty guys, so we're going to go ahead and open up our kit. This is an 11-piece kit. It was 10 bucks from AutoZone. So this kit's going to include your reamer tool, your plug tool, rubber cement that you're going to apply to the plugs, some long plugs, and some fatter plugs. So let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to use these same diameter. They're about the same, yeah, they're the same diameter, so we'll just go ahead and use the longer ones. So you're going to apply this to your plugs, rubber cement. This is your plug tool. Before you do anything, get a plug ready, okay? You can apply the cement after. So, your plug, you're just going to insert through your tool. Push it through, it'll put up a little bit of a fight until you can get a grip on it. Just push it through, work it through, slide it back and forth, it'll go a little bit of fighting. And you're just going to pull it through. So get it centered on your tool, on your plug tool. Next, you're going to take your reamer tool. This is where you get to stab a tire, okay? So relocate your hole. Okay, but here's our hole. Let's see where it's leaking the most from one more time. So we're going to go ahead and try to plug this area right here. So right here. Insert our tool, stab it, twist it, apply pressure. You get through there eventually. Twist, work it in again. Oh, that's a spider on me. I don't like spiders. Bad timing, spider. Go again, twist it. You're creating a surface for that plug to adhere to, essentially, okay? This is pretty close to the sidewall. It's a pretty bad hole. Alright, now you got that done. Puncture your rubber cement. I'm going to apply this to the plug. Try to coat the whole plug. Okay. Go along the back side as well. Okay, now you're going to take your plug, insert the tool. This is going to take some pressure. Insert your plug. You want the ears hanging out. I'd say this is perfect. Now you're gonna rip this really fast, as much pressure as you can, because what's gonna happen here is the plug is gonna stay in the hole, and your tool it's got a little slot in the end, so it'll pull off the plug. So 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay. So we got one plug in her, and as of right now, not hearing any air escaping. So we'll leave it at that for now. You're going to go ahead and reinflate your tire. These ears you can trim off after you're going to flush with the tire. I'm going to go ahead and reinflate the tire to about 10 psi over normal pressure. We'll see if we still have any leaks. Alrighty folks, let that plug set for about 10 minutes or so. Let that rubber cement harden up and dry. And then, like I said, we're going to reinflate the tire. We're going to go 10 psi over the normal pressure. So whatever your normal pressure is, inflate it about 10 psi over. This will give you a chance to see if there's any air escaping. Okay, and we're going to use the same process. We're going to use our soapy water. We'll spray it around the plug. If we don't have any leaks, we'll trim the ears back and call it good. Reinflate your tire to about 10 to 15 psi above normal pressure. Check for leaks around the plug area using the soapy water. If you have no leaks, congratulations. Trim the plug ends flush to the tire and you're good to go. If a leak is still present, you can try up to one more plug to stop the leak, but I would replace the tire as soon as possible. I wouldn't advise that you go any further than one plug unless absolutely necessary. As I stated earlier, plugs work great for very small punctures such as a nail or screw hole. Any puncture beyond that size and you will probably need to replace the tire.